Meanwhile, West Midlands Police is doubling the number of officers who carry tasers. They say they're doing it because they're seeing more violent crime involving weapons. It's also in response to the terrorist threat.
In future, more than 1,400 officers will carry tasers, compared with about 600 now. The force says officers need more than a baton to protect people. There's some flash photography in Mark Goff's report.
The taser, put the knife down, taser, taser.
It's a 50,000-volt shock designed to stop a suspect in their tracks. And more police are now getting them. Soon, half of all West Midlands police officers on 999s will be armed with tasers to counter terrorism and rising crime.
Taser, taser.
We have seen some more violent incidents involving our officers, and of course in the current counter-terrorism climate we need to ensure officers are prepared to deal with deadly and determined attackers. So it's a combination of all those things together that have suggested now is the time to review and go through a process of increasing the number of officers trained.
Just the sight of the electric charge or a red laser dot on their body might be enough to deter a criminal. And in fact, tasers were drawn 854 times last year, but only fired 162 times. But if they are, tiny barbs connected to electrified wires pierce the skin or clothing. The taser West Midlands Police have bought can fire 2 barbs, and little over a second later, 2 more. The electric current passes through the muscles between where the 2 barbs land on the body, and the result is instantaneous.
Taser, taser.
The force says now more than ever, officers need more than a baton. But could a taser stop a terrorist?
It's a very difficult call. The most suitable resource to confront deadly and determined attackers is always going to be firearms trained officers. This particular item may give those officers a better chance while we await for the deployment of armed resources.
But tasers are controversial. Former Aston Villa player Dalian Atkinson died after one was used against him a year ago. 2 West Mercia police officers are under investigation. The human rights group Liberty has concerns over tasers.
We think that police need to have all the tools they need to respond to dangerous circumstances, but simply rolling out more than double the number of tasers that can be used now, and an even more powerful one, won't keep the public safe.
Don't forget, we do have suspects out there who are very angry, very violent. They could be armed with a knife, and if a police officer has only got a baton to defend themselves with, the risks of them getting injured during the course of trying to arrest somebody are quite high, whereas a taser puts a significant distance between them and the suspect, and it means that that person can be disarmed without risk to the officer, which means that the public will be staying safe as well as the police.
Police believe it's a powerful signal. Mark Goff, ITV News.
Highways England has announced its preferred